Hi, my name's Steve, business partner Austin, and today we will be looking at building a list and is that worthwhile for a bookkeeper? And we're talking about this, we're talking about an email list. So, first off, a lot of bookkeepers don't like to really market themselves out there, and this is a nice way to kind of build rapport with your people. You kind of get to talk to them in a nice way, and sometimes ask for business. It's not it's a nice way for an introvert to reach some of their market. Another advantage to having a list is that you're not um, tied into any specific thing. So what I mean by that is if you have an Instagram list and Instagram goes down, how come you're laughing at me?
You said Instagram.
All right, sorry. Then you lose that. What if you've built up a list on Facebook or you're doing all your work through Facebook and all of a sudden they've changed their algorithms? Now your stuff is no longer any good. And that's not a hypothetical. This stuff really does happen in the real world. We've seen time and time again where a big change in philosophy of business wipes out other people's businesses. So it's hurtful when that happens. You basically got to start all the way over. But your own email list is your list. You own that list, and that's a very very nice thing to have. Something that's yours that cannot get taken away. So social media alone is risky because once again, you do not own those followers. The platform owns those followers. I am having a hard time talking today, so Austin's going to probably be laughing at me a little more. Um, your organic reach has been declining for years on the major platforms, and that's a fact. They're getting smaller and smaller and smaller as you need to grow your business larger, larger, larger. So you do need to come up with some other ways to do that. Um, and anything you do on Facebook, any of these, your account can get suspended, hacked. All those things can happen. We've seen those things happen. Google Business Profile, your stuff can get you can get suspended for doing not very much. So any of these things, you can get in trouble for doing things that you think is a normal course of business. And let me give you an example. Let's say that you are Kraft, Miles, and Tatum. You decide to do a nice post about your service today, and you put call me today with your phone number. That's going to be at least a temporary suspension because you put your phone number in there. Do I think they're doing something wrong? No, I don't, but I'm not Google. Google thinks that. And all these little platforms have these little things, the terms of service, that if you're not familiar with, you can definitely run astray on these and get suspended, or worse, they can remove you. So if you're counting on these things, and this person's number one here, if he loses this, that's a big deal. His business is now considerably different than it was the day before. But if you have that list built up, you still got that group of people to reach out to all the time. So to put it in terms that's pretty easy to understand, social media is like renting an email list. You own it, and that's a good way to look at it, and a reason to consider doing an email list. I'm going to turn it over to Austin now.
Are we in this one?
Right here.
Um.
Email.
Okay. Keep it. Um. So what an email list actually is. Uh. So it's a list of people who have raised their hands and said, "Yes, I want to hear from you." Um. Unlike followers, these are like direct relationships with no algorithm. They just actually want to hear what you have to say. And that you could reach them anywhere for free with one click. And email's been around a while, and it doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. So it's tried and true formula. So why should bookkeepers use email? Because one, trust is everything in bookkeeping. So um, if you email someone a lot, you can build trust. Like consistently before they ever book a call. Um, for long sales cycles, because most small business owners aren't ready to hire bookkeepers the day they found you, but email keeps you in front of them until they are. Referral amplification. So your list isn't just prospects, it's past clients, referral partners, CPAs, colleagues. Um, when you share something valuable, they forward it. Upsell opportunities. If you already have clients, the email list is where you can announce like new services you have and new offers, whatever. Positioning. Regular emails about bookkeeping topics position you as the expert, not just a vendor. So, what you send them, um, just answer questions your clients ask all the time. Any seasonal content like tax deadlines, year-end prep, quarter one planning, quick tips for small business owners like cash flow, receipts, expense tracking, behind the scenes of your business, client wins, any like special tools like apps, articles they'd find useful. You can send those like twice a month to stay on top of mind. Um, how to start building your list. So you can pick a platform like MailerLite's good. Create a simple lead magnet like a one-page checklist, 5 signs your books need help PDF, or a free mini audit offer. Add the sign up form to your website, homepage, footer, and contact page at minimum. Mention it on your social medias, like, oh, link to this free thing in my bio, and your post too. Ask existing clients and contacts, hey, I'm starting a monthly email with tips for small business owners. Want me to add you? And start sending before your list is big, because 10 subscribers is enough to begin.
Yeah, and that's basically in a nutshell. Austin described it pretty good right there. So that's the difference between if you could afford it, would you rather own your house or would you rather rent your house? And chances are you'd say you'd rather own it, because when you rent, you're limited. You can't put stuff on the walls. You can't paint. You can't put in new flooring unless you check everything, with the owner. And if the guy renting it decides he no longer wants to rent it, uh, he can just pull it right out from under you. So that's the same thing here. We'd rather be owners than renters. That's all I have for you today. You have anything, Austin? All right, thanks for watching, and please subscribe and like.